I spoke to Osama Hamdan. He's a spokesman based in Beirut for Hamas, which of course is designated a terrorist organisation by the UK government. I asked him how he could justify the killing of so many Israeli civilians.
Well, I want to tell you something, some good story. There is an occupation for the Palestinian lands from 1948. For 7 decades and more than this, Palestine was occupied. And you just realized yesterday that there is someone is killing the Palestinians. The Palestinians, they were being killed for the last 7 decades by the Israelis. Excuse me.
How does that history justify the killing of innocent children? How does it justify taking old women and men hostage?
This is your problem, guys. You don't like to listen. You don't want to listen to the Palestinians. You just want to talk about the Israelis.
That is not true. I was in the Gaza Strip. Two years ago when you were being bombed by the Israelis. I'm asking you now about Saturday's attack. How you can justify the kidnapping of innocent men, women, and children, the killing, the massacre of innocent men, women, and children. How can you justify that?
Well, look, you are asking the wrong question. I'm telling you, you are still asking the wrong question. There is thousands of Palestinians who have been killed, and no one is listening to their cause. No one is talking about the right of the Palestinians to have their independent, sovereign state. Why the resistance of the cause? You have to blame the international community who did not make the needed pressure on Israel to apply the international resolutions.
If it weren't for your actions, on Saturday, the Israeli army would now not be bombing the Gaza Strip.
No.
Hundreds of innocent Palestinians who are dying today in the Gaza Strip would not be dying. This is on you, sir. This is on you.
No, this is on your hands, the British government who created Israel on our lands. This is the fact which you don't want to listen to. You create Israel on the Palestinian lands by Balfour Declaration 1917. You created Israel in 1948 on the Palestinian lands, arming Israel, making Israel the most powerful country in the region. This is on your hands, you and your government. Look to yourself, sir.
Let me ask you again. Is this what you did on Saturday? Not basically a suicide mission. You're not going to get rid of the Israelis. They are here to stay. Just like you're here to stay in this neighborhood. There has to be some kind of sharing of the turf. There has to be, at the end of the day, some degree of dialogue, perhaps a two-state solution. Right, that is the reality.
Excuse me, we will not leave our lands. We will resist the occupation. Show us seriousness of the international community. Implement the international resolutions. Let the Israelis push the Israelis hard to leave our occupied lands. This will be the reality which the Palestinians will see and will believe.
Let me ask you finally, how does all this end? How does all this end?
I think the real end would be make an end for the occupation. Concentrate on the main cause of the problem, the occupation.
And what's your plan for the hostages that you're holding inside Gaza? Will you release them peacefully?
There is prisoners of war prisoners, and there will be after the Israelis.
They are children, they are old people, they are civilians.
That is what the Israelis are saying. We didn't talk about even the numbers or the names. We want our prisoners in the Israeli jails back, and that would be a prisoners exchange.
Can you guarantee the safety of the hostages that you're holding?
Well, you know that we've kept Gilad Shalit for 5 years. He was safe, he wasn't injured, he was well treated, no one harmed him.
Okay, but so can you give me a guarantee tonight on this program that you will treat those hostages safely, treat them well?
Excuse me, we have experience in that. Everyone knows that. We always treat the people in a good way, and we know that they have rights as their armed war prisoners. We will treat them well, as we have done with Gilad Shalit.
So what about the threat last night that you will kill a hostage every time a house in Gaza is bombed by the Israelis?
What about killing the entire families in Gaza? Talk about the families who were killed in Gaza, and then talk about the others. When you deal with this enemy, with this monster, which is called Israel army, you have to tell them that they are doing the wrong things.
Okay, we're going to leave it there. Osama Hamdan, thank you very much indeed for talking to us.
Thank you.
Well, Israel's response to this weekend's attacks has been shaped fundamentally by the seizing of around 150 hostages, snatched from Israeli territory and now hidden throughout the warren of basements and tunnels beneath the Gaza Strip. Hostage-taking on this scale has shaken a nation which once traded more than 1,000 Palestinian prisoners for a single Israeli soldier. I've been speaking to the American-Israeli family of Hersh Goldberg Polin, one of those who's been taken.